The Timberwolves clearly know how to dress, getting off the bus earlier on, hoping to secure a win away from home. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Beard. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Celtics. They ascend up the lists to number 3 with some spirited play.
And I think Denver, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. We all know Anthony Edwards went first overall in 2020, and his teammate Karl Anthony Towns said, I know what all those pressures are like. When you're the number 1 pick, if any other rookies do well, there's a threat to the throne. But with Edwards' confidence in his talent, you get the sense he'll be just fine. Guys?
Good point. No pressure, DA. Thank you. Not every team has the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight.
And it can really add a dimension to your offense, Kevin, especially if you're able to pass out of double teams and hit guys who are open for shots.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Noel in at the 2. And for the Nuggets, we've got Gordon, Lee out there with Murray, then it's Porter, and it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Lee, lets it go from deep, connects from three-point range.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession, gets the game started the right way.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. Think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Good. That one on target from Noel.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
And Russell, a player known for his offense, but Greg, he's put in work to improve his play on defense as well.
Yeah, you know, Russell was known for his lack of defense there for a while, but he's been trying to improve that part of his game. It's a long road, but I tell you what, he is definitely taking steps. Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Russell passes to Towns. That's tipped. Murray with it. Now guarded by Towns. Here's Lee outside. And again, Denver with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
To the inside. Good. That one on target from Noel. Noel's got his second bucket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Takes it from 10, and it's Murray. That time the assist by Jokic.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Lee. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustles for the Nuggets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect has to be the fast break and transition play, really looking to go up-tempo tonight.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Oh, and here we go with Lee. Nobody back. Shoots the 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Here's Russell. 17 points for him last game against Portland.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here's Noel. Denver able to drain the three. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You cannot afford to do that when you're in an opponent's building. You got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Towns. Torian Prince comes in for Vanderbilt. Beasley's checked in for Noel. And it's Patrick Beverly in for D'Angelo Russell. Lee outside. And again, Denver with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Beasley with it. He's picked up by Lee. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Here is Edwards. Last game, 26 points. Kept alive. A second chance effort.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Morris with the bucket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now, here's Beverly. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Barton outside. Morris passes to Cousins. Another three for Denver.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Knocks it loose. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touched by Lee. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Tipped away. Lee with the steal. From deep three-point range. Here's Morris. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. He swipes the ball away again.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Lee with the steal. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Poke loose. Lee with the steal. Fires for three. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so it's Denver, sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We come back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
And so Beverly will bring it up for Minnesota. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other.
Another one goes. Incredible.
We're bearing witness to one of the great scoring seasons of all time.
Greg, he's delivering night in and night out. Great games and nearing third all-time for scoring in a season.
And guys, don't look now, but Michael Jordan's scoring mark from 1987 is in his sights.
And the rejection by Cousins.
So important for Cousins to continue to develop that defensive awareness. I like to see him showing off some of that shot blocking ability.
Lee gets the bucket. And with the rise of guards like Steph Curry and Trae Young, seems like the little guys are really making their mark in the NBA.
Well, they're starting to affect, Kevin, the way that really management is looking at building out their team. You're trying to find wings that are equipped with defensive ability but willingness to shoot the three ball, guards that are small enough and quick enough to get you an advantage to spread the floor a little bit. So the three ball and the way team construction has happened has changed the league quite rapidly.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Towns, he's checked in for Reed. Vanderbilt comes in for Taurean Prince. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Vanderbilt the pass to Russell. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Russell's got himself on the board with three there. There's Lee with the three. And good! He hits it again.
All season long, he has been absolutely dominant. The scoring doesn't end with him.
Yeah, he's already left his mark on history, moving into third place for most points in a season. Amazing.
And can you believe he has passed Michael Jordan for third most points in a season? It's rare you ever see his airness get passed on any list.
Russell against Lee. Poked away. Lee with the steal. For the three. Another three for Denver.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Lee with the steal. And Lee with the stuff.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection. Well, it's the range that Jamal Murray has that's really impressive.
Lee with the steal. And Lee with the stuff.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And it's Denver scoring again.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
And at the time, Murray's 20 points per game were the most ever by a Kentucky freshman.
And how about that? And then he comes into the lead and shows you that he's got the kind of confidence where he's going to take a shot off the dribble, get around the pick, read a defender going underneath, and just start to pile up points in a hurry. And some of those have come at some of the biggest moments in the playoffs.
Denver shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Aaron Gordon. Rivers, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray.
One shot.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And got it! Another basket.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Lee, that's good.
Guys, this is the NBA. You keep giving the ball away, you're going to get punished.
Knocked loose. Lee with the steal. The tray. Another three for Denver.
Defense leading to offense. Another turnover and another basket.
They get a hand on it. Lee with the steal. And there's the drive. And there it is for him.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Russell kicks to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Towns has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Lee outside. He got it again. Sensational. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Seemed to be laying in the weeds there in the first quarter, but now we're seeing him come out, put all the cards on the table, and ramp it up.
From deep. Got a piece of it. Here's Noel. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Denver on top, delivering the blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, they made a run there at the end. How did that happen?
We didn't do a good job of closing the half. We got to contain them from not making shots. We just got to do a better job.
We'll see if you can do that. Thanks, Carl. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. For the Nuggets, Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
They played smart. They took their time and limited mistakes. When you value each possession, you eventually will get the shot you want. But when you lose the ball, you have no control over the destiny.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. It's like they don't have even a game plan in place. Check out the field goal percentage. Well, that's not going to cut it, honey. I don't even want to talk about it no more.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Towns is out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Noel in at the 2. For 3, sinks the triple. Lee's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Lee with the steal. And another one.
90. A legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. Russell passes to Towns. Russell with it. Now guarded by Murray. Ball's knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Barton. Pass to Noel. There's the three. Trains the three-pointer.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Lee out there with Murray. And there's Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Lee driving in. It's good. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Denver.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity, and they've gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Knocked away. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. There's Lee with the three. And again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Lee with the steal. Good. Another from three. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Poked away. Nabbing another steal.
And you got to be careful around him.
No, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor. And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by the Nuggets.
And that one drops for him.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Oh, and here we go with Lee. Nobody back. 3-pointer. Another three for Denver.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the 3-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nuggets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season. And what a huge standout performance it was
for Maverick.
This was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Denver shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. And good! There's another.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Monroe, the pass to Layman. Now, here is Russell. Not a lot of room. And another fast break opportunity for Denver.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Here's Lee driving the lane. And Lee with the stuff.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge. Oh man, caution, flammable.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish. What is it you say, Kev? Up high and down hard.
Oh, exactly, GA. You've got to say it emphatically. He was soaring up high, down hard.
That's what the fans, they want to see it.
Russell with a wide open look. That one's off. Still out of sync. Lee outside. From deep, three-point connects again from distance.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And we'll see you next time.
I pretty much said my face. I need my face to be clear.
Okay, so your face over any moves that you have?
Probably my shooting motion, and
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Moments away as the drama awaits from Atlanta, Georgia, for the Nuggets, playing at a high level deep into the season, and they're hungry to keep it going tonight, is next, and we'll be right back. A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And checking out some numbers for Onyeka Okongwu.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Before we get going here, we have time for a pregame courtside report. Allie LaForce, it's all yours.
BA, we've seen smaller market teams unhappy with how the buyout system has played out as of late. Agents using their leverage to get their clients to a more glamorous situation. Is it truly shifting the balance of power? That's subject to debate, guys, but these concerns aren't going away anytime soon.
Well, we'll see what comes of it, Allie. Thank you. And some teams hitting rough patches here in the middle part of the season. Smitty, how many players-only meetings have you been a part of that made a difference?
You know, a few. Those meetings are like calling a timeout on the season. Some can stop the bleeding, but for others, it's not enough.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Michael Porter. Nikola Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Lee in at the shooting guard position. And for the Hawks, Herder and Hunter fill out the wings. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. And it's Young in at the 1. And it's the Hawks to start out. Down low. Here's Herder. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
The vision of Trae Young has on the floor is exceptional. He won't miss a guy who's that wide open.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
It's Herder on the wing. Drops in the three. Herder's got 5.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Collins passes to Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
A popular phrase in the NBA circles has become rim runner. Basically, centers that live in the paint on both ends of the floor, guys who rack up rebounds and easy buckets. Clint Capella might be the best in the league at rim running.
Outside Murray. Pass to Lee from deep three-point range. Hits the trifecta. 9 points in the game. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Well, when you look at the numbers of Capella, Grant, you see a guy who knows his role.
I love it. I mean, Clint never attempts threes. He's not looking to stretch the floor. A career 60+% shooter, Clint lives on dunks and putbacks, and he's always among the league leaders in rebounding. He's just a force down low. He's going off this quarter, a huge reason why this team is on top.
This one for 3. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Moritz. Denver has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with DeLon Wright. Then there's Onyeka Okongwu. Then it's Gorgui Dieng. And it's Gallinari in at the 3 spot. So that's the Hawks 5. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 20. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
One thing I've also noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off turnovers.
From outside the arc. Oh, he's been lethal. Connecting again, making him 9 for 9.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Now here's Wright. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Sends it home from three-point land.
His production from range has been nothing short of astounding.
Another steal. Here's Lee. Counted from distance. Lee's got 33 points.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
I totally agree. They just can't be stopped. They're just firing on all cylinders.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Hawks went on a tear last season after naming Nate McMillan their interim head coach. After he won Eastern Conference Coach of the Month and helped guide them to the franchise's first playoff run in 4 seasons, it seemed inevitable that he'd become the head coach long term. Guys?
Nothing new for him, Allie. Good stuff there. For Denver, they've gotten all 8 shots to go. A perfect second quarter so far. It's good.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And a lot made nowadays about wingspan, Smitty. Now be honest, you're listed at 6'7". Is your wingspan more pterodactyl or T-Rex?
B.A., I love that. First of all, I'm 6'8", and my wingspan is more like just Smitty.
Gordon, he's checked in for Najee. Buries it from 3.
There it is, his first make from beyond the arc in the second quarter, his third of the game.
Here's Lee, and they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Lee's got 39.
And this has been the story for them so far. They've been lights out from range, particularly in this quarter.
Pass to Wright. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Tipped away. And they're on the break. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 41.
What would this game be like without their easy points off of turnovers?
For Atlanta, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. From deep. Chang pulls it in.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Now here's Bogdanovich. 9 points in the game. Nails it from 3.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Connects from downtown. Lee's got 44.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Wright. 1:21 left in the second quarter. Here's Lee. It doesn't go for him. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
They got crushed the last time they faced this team, and they only have themselves to blame.
It was a sizable loss, and it was mostly due to their awful passing and ball control. They just need to use better judgment in this game.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an injury off a block like that one.
And so it's Denver looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. Back after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Looking at Denver, Kenny, what was your impression?
They played smart. They took their time and limited mistakes. When you value each possession, you eventually will get the shot you want. But when you lose the ball, you have no control over the destiny.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
First of all, where's the intensity going to be? You're thinking a team is punching you like this, at least try to put a stop to it. Nope. Just keep giving up open looks, letting the league get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back. Kevin Harlan. Go. Go there.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu checks in for Capella. Gallinari comes in for John Collins. Bogdanovich has checked in for Hunter. And Wright subbed in for Herter. On the court for the Nuggets, we've got Jamal Murray. Marcus Cousins is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Nikola Jokic, and it's Lee in at the 2. He buries it from 3.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused, and they've executed. And once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
Here's Lee, guarded by Young, connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
That's tipped. Here's Lee, and again.
And the 50-point games continue to add up for him.
Every game takes him closer to the next benchmark. Next up, second place all time. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball.
Hawks ball. Set you for the away team. Checking in for the away team.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Porter finds Jokic. The three. Oh, another one falls. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. Herder and Hunter fill out the wings. And it's Young in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Denver.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
I'll tell you something else. The points they've scored on the fast break tonight have been a major factor.
The Hawks have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Pass to Collins. Up and over Gordon. Collins, no good. Denver has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Porter, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Just give Jokic the ball, and he'll take care of the rest.
Poke loose. Gordon with it. Now Herder defending. Here's Lee. The second effort. Beyond the arc. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Here's Lee. And another one.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
And he's going for the lob. And it's Capella with the jam.
Look at that athletic play by Clint Capella, leaping up with enough airtime to grab it and slam it.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Jang, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Johnson comes in for John Collins. Mays, he's checked in for Herder. And Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. Here's Hunter. Pass to Jang. To the left side wing. Outside Hunter. Clock at 6. Into the lane. And that one's long. Denver has gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. Here's Lee. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
That's like a horse shot. A very brave shot to go with, but he got it to go.
The ball's knocked loose. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks.
Substitution on the court.
And 1:01 left to play in the fourth quarter. Lee. Three-pointer off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Morris. And here's Denver. Here's Lee. And that comes off the assist by Morris.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here's Lee. Again! What an avalanche!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. It's Herder on the wing. To stop the run. Sinks it from distance.
That's Kevin Herter's bread and butter, where he shot 42% from beyond the arc his sophomore year in college.
Gets the three to fall.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Thanks for joining us tonight. So long and good night, everyone.
A lot of people don't select Tim Duncan. I think for how great he is on. I was just about to say he's underrated.
Underrated.
Now, this is your starting five. At forward, 6'4", number 1, Bruce. At guard, number 30, Seth Curry. The big man, number 0, Andre Drummond. Guard, 6'2", 11, forward, 6'10", 7'10". Head coach for your Brooklyn Nets, Steve Nash. Let's hear it one more time for the start of your Brooklyn Nets.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Good evening, Kevin. The Brooklyn Nets have focused on the work, and they let the results follow. Kyrie Irving says it's a privilege to go out there and perform after you prepare with your brothers. So we just want to stay collectively aligned on the same goal. Hold each other accountable, be consistent, and have fun doing it. Kevin, I am having fun during this broadcast.
I am so glad we are teammates, DA, and they are a fun team to watch. David, thank you. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Nuggets. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason.
And I think for Denver, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Michael Porter's out there with Gordon. Then there's Murray. And it's Lee in at the shooting guard position. And for the Nets, Kyrie Irving is out there with Curry. Then there's Brown, and it's Durant, and it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Greg, the outcome tonight could come down to the big man up front.
And versatility will be a key. The front court that can be physical, but also pass it and stretch the floor, I think will be the ones that end up on top.
The shot's good from Irving.
Boy, the floor spacing that Kyrie Irving brings to the table is impressive. This guy can cash in from deep consistently.
Got that one up quick.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Curry. He's a big contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Well, Seth Curry with the answer and the payback from distance. What a competitor.
Lee gets the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Lee with the stuff.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam King. And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
They needed a few extra minutes to get the W in that game, but they got it just the same.
You know, this was about their perseverance and their conditioning. To me, that was the difference in overtime.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Poked loose and stolen by Murray. Here's the 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Lee with the steal. Takes the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Lee's got 14 points. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
And it's been about their defense.
Strong finish.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And again, Denver with the triple.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Feeds it to Irving to end the run. He with the block. From outside the arc, and again, Denver with the triple.
Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them.
Knocked loose. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Timeout called, the Nets, and going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
And the fact that they split their two meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
Lee with the steal. Launches a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lee's got 25 points.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Denver.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. Count that bucket. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Tipped away. Round the pass to Irving. Count that one. Irving's got 7 points in the game. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Lee. He's out there with Monte Morris. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Michael Porter. It's Najee in at the 4. Lee with the steal. There's the triple. And again, Denver with the triple.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Knocks it loose. Lee with the steal. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. And it's Lee, that time on the assist by Morris. Morris has got his 3rd assist on the night. For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Lee, that's good.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Jacks up a 3. Good, that's another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Outside, KD. The Nets working the ball around now. Simmons can't get it to go. And that one's good. Drummond.
And that's 280 pounds crashing the glass. Drummond bullying his way there on that second chance bucket.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Hits the three-point bomb.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's good from long range. Lee's got 57 points.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Lee with the steal. And he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
And so it's Denver, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, you all have played at a high level so far. What has worked for you?
We're just sticking to the game plan. Our coaches really drew up something good for us. They wrote it out, and we're sticking to it, and we're executing very well.
Yeah, that's obvious the way you all have played. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Looking at Denver, Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Watching that half, they did a great job in transition. It's so hard to score in the half court when you let your defense set up. So anytime you get a chance, go. You go. Kind of reminds me of me in the day. That's why they call me the Chet. Jack, get down the court fast as you can. Come on, man.
And over to the big fella. Your thoughts on the Nets?
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. Their coach should absolutely be ripping into the defense. They need to take some pride on the other end and just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Andre Drummond is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. Then it's Curry. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. Here's Irving. Greg, you played on one of college basketball's all-time super teams. Hard to imagine we'll see that kind of dominance over several seasons like you guys had at UNLV.
It's true, and we still see dominant teams, but, you know, the difference is now the most talented teams tend to only play together for one season, and so that makes it really hard to run together stretches where you can call yourself a legitimate dynasty. But I still love where our game is and look forward to watching these young men chase their dreams.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Lee with the steal. And here we go. Lee into the hoop.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Brooklyn's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. So for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge is...
Substitutions on the court.
They get a hand on it. Lee with the steal. To the middle. And Lee with the stuff.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Brooklyn's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Lee outside. Tips it.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. He swipes the ball away again.
And you got to be careful around him.
You know, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's...
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for Seth Curry. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Monte Morris is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Will Barton, and there's Maverick. And it's Jokic in at the 5, down low. Irving against Murray. Here's Durant, and the layup's good off the glass. Durant's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
And, yep, another basket. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Lee with the steal. Again, what an avalanche. And there it is, 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Murray outside. Passes it to Lee. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Jokic. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Jokic has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Here's Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Irving passes to Durant. Got a piece of it. Lee with the steal.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest.
That's a great dunk.
Freakish.
He's an athletic freak.
Wow.
Making it personal with that slam.
Yes, that's one he couldn't wait to unleash.
How about the athleticism, the body control, the creativity? 10 out of 10.
And Simmons kicks to Irving. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Irving's got 24 points.
No defense right there for that shot from Irving. Release so quick, especially off the pass.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Here's Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Ball's knocked loose. Lee with the steal. Another three for Denver.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
There's the pass to Irving. And it's good off the back rim and in.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Buries it from three-point range.
And that's how you execute offensively. Murray with a great job of getting it to his teammate.
Irving against Lee. That's tipped. Lee with the steal. The finish. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. From past the arc. Good. Another from three. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Nicola. You stuffed the stat box again. Nobody's surprised now, but does it feel easy for you out there?
I'm just trying to win the game, whatever it's supposed to do. I'm just trying to win the game. If there's a rebound, assist, passing, whatever.
It was all of the above tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.